Oh, hi, energy. I'm about to pull some alignment and get some clarity. I'm really excited to do it today. Just the way I feel. It feels so just connecting. Like, I honestly don't really know how to explain it other than a connecting, like in a love form, which I'm actually excited by just because we are dealing with the energy of a full moon and a blood moon on top of that. And a Virgo concept, which is a first responder energy, which is just like, oh, it's the right time. Just how I've been saying before I even realized, like, oh my God, the blood moon is a Virgo concept that's like enters quickly, and that's what's coming through. That's the intriguing part. But this feels more like at least for the day, the way I received it before I start recording, an energy almost like telepathy, like how somebody wants to express something to you, or they are expressing something to you. I might get more clarity. I don't have all my cards with me. That's another intriguing part, which is a blind spot of an energy, even with me and the way I'm feeling, honestly. Because I don't know if this is airwavely, just like Virgo. Like Virgo is getting this through, as into an energy. If I can read your mind, that's an intriguing energy. I talked about this energy before in the child I will produce, or would have produced, but an energy that's available on the eternal side. As it don't matter what you are projecting, can read your mind, actually know what your thoughts are. And that's coming off like the first responder of an energy as into quicker movement. That's why I'm like, sure, sure. Somebody actually telling you their feelings, like they're telling you it. Or literally, it's coming through the airwave aspect. And that's where it makes it tricky. Just if they're not actually projecting it, they're not saying it to you, but they want to say it to you energy, if that makes sense. It's one of those energies, but it feels so lovey and it feels like connecting. And we are still in Pisces season. This is a family base. And two things that inspired me. I watched Armageddon yesterday, which is a very good movie. I mainly like the theme song. Don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to fall asleep because I miss you, baby. That energy is so beautiful. And that's what makes me like that movie so much, honestly. Other than the cute little love base, you know. But there was parts in that movie that caught my attention that's standing out with this energy of the chemistry. That's an intriguing aspect. It feels like a friendship, but it seemed deeper than that. That's the intriguing part. That's why I was like, they're not saying it. That's just an example of me using the friend aspect. Like you have a friend, they have more feelings free, but they're not saying it. But airwavely, they're telling you for sure. Like if you could read their mind, if you had the ability to read their mind, you just be like, damn. And I have to show you in this form of a way. And I have to mention myself personally because it felt like deja vu to me. Just literally how my day displayed yesterday, intriguingly. You know, you think you're prepared and you're just not prepared. Even though I know it's not too far, it's just like, here we go, it's not too far. Don't worry, honey, you are always prepared. First responder, what's wrong with your butt? This energy, hold on, this beginning part of it. I recorded the whole thing, so I thought it was just beautiful. Honestly, this concept might be important for somebody. It's the part where he's about to go away and you get the singing tour. Don't know when I'll be back again. I'm leaving on the jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. But the main concept is he told her that he was going to marry her. That's an intriguing energy. Even for myself, I just literally talked about this energy. Except for me and this energy, it was me saying, I want to be invited. I want to be invited to the wedding. Because it's something I always speak about. Like, seriously, if I've dated you, even if I wouldn't say if it ended on bad terms, that wouldn't make sense. But like, terms weren't that bad. We could still cooperate like in a friendship. Why would I not invite you to my wedding? Like, it's not like I totally just cut you off. I can still interact with you. Like, it makes sense, you know? It's like you my person, but just not my person, if that makes sense. Not in that form that I thought you was. And I was just like, I want to be the best person. That's the intriguing part about this aspect of energy, honestly. Even if it's just not about me, it could be about somebody else. But literally, when I put myself in this energy of an energy, it's so intriguing, honestly. Definitely with the law of placement. That's another intriguing part. Like, I cannot deny this energy. It's so intriguing. I can't deny this energy. It's so intriguing. Kind of forgot what I was about to say. Intriguing. You hear the chirper going outside? But anyway, best person. Or I wanted to at least have front row seat. Like with the foolery, you played a big part in my goddamn life in every form of a way. I'm definitely best person, which at that moment I chose the clever aspect of expressing it as best person other than best man, because I feel like I should be the best man. Like I should be right beside you, like literally, like top dog type shit. Like I'm right up on here too. Or if it's like your person don't feel so comfortable, or you just got enough best people, best person, best man concept. Okay, fine, I get front row seat. You know, I'm front row. But then he was like, I caught it like, nah, I am best person. And he actually said, okay, best person. Like he agreed that I am the best person. That's the intriguing part. It's like you the best person to marry. That's the intriguing part of that energy. It's the same concept. That's the intriguing part about this energy, honestly. Is that the best person will get married. The best person is front row. You don't get no more front row than like in your goddamn face. That's the intriguing part about that energy, honestly. But something about this energy is so important. I have to show you the chemistry first really quick. It's one of these type of vibes for extra sure. And then it leads right on over to Miss Sheppy.
Now look, as the cheetah approaches, watch as he stalks his prey. Now the gazelles look spooked, and it could head north to the ample sustenance provided by the madness peaks above. Could go south. The gazelle now faces man's
What is that?
perilous question.
That's the light.
Sun, way down. Tune in next week.
Baby, do you think it's possible that I'm not doing this very same thing at this very same moment?
Rose. Otherwise, what the hell are we trying to say?
That's so beautiful. But speaking of alignment, families and people who actually belong together, coming together. That's the intriguing part about this energy I'm trying to get at as to how she said to her, so you think anybody else in this world doing this? And this honestly reminded me of the energy I translated. I don't remember, maybe in last year, sometime last year maybe. I don't think this energy came through this year other than today. And an expression for what if you're with somebody but your soulmate comes through the door? And I use that example in like a grocery store. Like you in a store with your person, you know, you probably could already even be married already, but your actual soulmate comes in, the person you are actually meant to be with. What do you do? Do you ignore them? Do you approach them? What do you do? And that's the intriguing thing about this energy is people are like, there's not love at first sight. When you know what you want, you know. You know. It's not like one of them. It's not literally taking a leap of faith. It's like literally just headed toward what you want. But it's a tricky aspect just because you could already be with somebody. That's the intriguing part about this energy, honestly. That's the extra intriguing part about this energy is because you probably already with somebody. That's the intriguing part. And always, for me, this energy, you always feel like class is over or literally you expanded. That's the intriguing part about this energy is just, I realized a lot of people, when it comes to expanding their structure, they have a hard time with it because they feel like they will lose whatever else they have. That they don't actually believe that they can, just like when you in a grocery store and you just shopping and you already got what you came for, but then you start seeing other things like, oh, I want that. You can put that in the cart. If you in the right structure, you can put that extra in the cart with you. But a lot of people just like, my person will never be down with that. You're probably with the wrong person then. Your structure, the way your journey is supposed to go, you surely can. And that's the intriguing thing about this energy, why I keep being so many slowdowns and delays. You're not getting authentic behavior, not the right movement. Or literally, as I said, class is over. You're supposed to let that person go. But some things I get are easier said than done. It's just, this energy reminded me of an example of what I just expressed last year. Of definitely with a new year start coming. Well, new year just started. Energy. Last month in the Chinese concept. We are in the year of the horse. So this is quick movement. On top of your enters in the dark is coming in the first response energy. Just how I actually just titled it in my last translation. There's no time for blind spots. You won't get there. It's impossible to get a blind spot. It's impossible for there to be a blind spot. I feel like I need to say it again. It's impossible for there to be a blind spot right about now. The only thing that can happen is that you just I want to say delusional. You can pretend to ignore, even though it's like, I don't even know how to express that anymore other than it's impossible for there to be a blind spot. It just do get tricky just because this do go with self-trust. Even how I went and I went back and I expressed in the form, what did I miss? Because yesterday was the expression of the lunar eclipse moon. Even though I did catch it on the 2nd, I was with my bae and I looked over and I was like, oh my God, the moon is out. I was so happy because it was full too. We spent the whole day together. It was so great. He actually had a day off and then looked up and there was a full moon. So I was happy by that concept. And then the energy came to me. I said, what did I miss? You know, while your focus is somewhere else or you somewhere building, what is there that you could have missed? Because that whole day I was not on my phone. Even caught bae off guard. Like, your phone just going off and you're not checking it. My focus is where it needs to be. You know, when I'm not invested in my bae, I would prioritize other people, but that's just how I operate. I notice a lot of people don't operate that way. They be with their significant other and the phone, everybody else is so much more important than their spouse or their family or something of that nature. That's an intriguing energy to me because it's just like, it seemed like you'd rather be somewhere else than where, you know, it's a saying where they be like, if I was on an island, if you was on an island all by yourself, who would you want to be with you or something like that? A lot of people probably would really not choose their spouse. Even though their spouse is literally them. It's like left hand, right hand, but you wouldn't want your goddamn right hand. I survived with just me and my left hand in the phone. That's how a lot of people operate. I swear they do. For me, it's totally opposite. It's like, fuck them. Either I'm going to be by myself. Well, I can't use that example because, like, if I'm by myself, I'm barely probably writing something down or I'm expressing on the phone. I'm building. In my spare time, I build. When I'm with family, I'm with family, phone off. It's simple as that. Like, simple as that. I forgot I was getting that. What was I getting at, ma'am? What was you getting at, ma'am? I need some tissue. My nose is going. Intriguing. With this energy, I know it's intriguing because I didn't realize or maybe didn't notice that I could have been coming off like I was going to have a cold. And Bae told me to take my medicine, which the day before he told me to take medicine too, but it was a nighttime medicine to put me to sleep. Which you put me to sleep, I'm definitely tapped in on the eternal side. It's hop over time. Like today is Wednesday. A hop over energy. That's an intriguing energy. Because spirit literally hops right on over. Spirit can literally be just operating through me or operating through you. That's an intriguing aspect of energy. Even for myself, literally, the way I woke up feeling, where my focus literally was at. It was law of placement, and it's where my purse is at. And I woke up in the same expression. That's an intriguing energy, honestly. That do come off like some COVID type of energy that I explained. How spirit literally got those steering wheel in the expression of a form. Like steering wheel. Spirit got a wheel of these zombie people. I can't even say zombie because some of them, I'm thinking of a different expression. I'm looking for tissue. That's what I'm reaching for, some tissue. I thought I had tissue, but maybe I don't at the moment. I do. Okay. But dead people be driving. Yep. They do a lot, honestly. They got gravity. They got you. They got your vehicle. It's just like the TV, honestly, metaphorically, even though they come to the TV too. That's another thing about prepping. That's more of a prep style when it says they have the TV, how they can come through. It's already prepped for them to be able to come through. It's like a book form. It's already written, then you go back and read it. It's already prepped. That's a first responder energy too. But what I was getting at when it came to that concept is it's smart. It's smart technology. That's the intriguing part. That's the intriguing part. I feel like my mind is drifting, but what am I getting at with this energy? I'm gonna see where the mind is at. Where is this mind at today on the path, and where did it get to? Oh, and I didn't realize yesterday was all based off energy. All based off energy. And the law of placement was at the bottom of the deck. Which is something you probably won't realize until later, which I actually keep forgetting about that. A lot of the time, definitely when I first started pulling cards this year, everything was all based off law of placement. Where are you at is definitely your law of rhythm, for sure. And if it's the law of rhythm, that means that's where your focus is at. It's the law of placement. That came out quickly, intriguingly. And it landed on right what? Question mark, question mark, question mark, right what? And it's a green base. Effort. Oh, and this is the energy I woke up feeling too. I looked out the window and the sky was matching the ground. That's the intriguing part. And that's the other day energy too. Which I picked it up as above, so below. Like it felt foggy outside. Honestly, it looked at foggy. And the sky looked at foggy too. Or like a snow base. And it's the right effort in it. You're on a path of effort. Very intriguing. I only say intriguing because these arrows catching my attention. Again, it's something about this energy. But it's also, I think what triggered me today, I have to mention this too. Today is March 4th at the Crossway. Which that's another triggering energy too. That I actually picked up yesterday when I pulled the cards as to how I'm expressing about the universal laws. Yesterday was a law of energy. And I looked at the bottom of the deck and it was the law of placement. And then followed up by the law of gender. Which was an intriguing energy just because once I left from a place, when I came back to where I'm at, my energy was more on the energy of something I watched. Let me get at what I watched because I honestly can't tell you where my energy was at other than I watched a show about, what was it? Studs versus films. Which for me, that's an intriguing energy just because it's all pussy. It's just pussy with different expressions. Like there's different types of pussies, obviously. Different types of females is what I'm getting at. Just like it's an aspect that I learned out the self-realization book, which I can't wait to get that book back, honestly. Some things, one of these, that's the energy where it's like you learn to cherish certain things. And that aspect I'm learning to cherish because like I've been hunting for that book and it's not an easy book to find. I've ordered it offline, but I don't like to have to wait so much. Even though I can get the like quick express type of stuff, it's just I'm gonna hold on to it when I get it for sure. At least read the whole thing for sure before I, give it to somebody else or just let it go. It's a lot of things that I didn't read out of there. That's the intriguing part. That could be about timing aspect maybe, but a lot of things that I didn't read is displayed. That's the intriguing part. But even how I'm thinking about the females, there was 4 different type of guys. 4 different type of guys. And that was the intriguing part. I didn't never know that. And actually one, I still can't freaking remember what it is. That's probably one of my problems. Honestly, that could be one of my problems. I don't remember a certain type of a guy that there is. Like one was pretty much a money machine, all about making money. The other one was like a philosopher. The other one is always trying to figure out like how the world was built and things like that. I almost seem like a philosopher, but it's something else that's different about that person. They're always trying to figure out the world pretty much. And I can't remember the other one. But normally I stumble into the money machines, the worker bees. And I have to go back, and I do believe the one who always trying to figure out the world is a spiritual base. That's a spiritual based person. The philosopher one, I don't think that just almost one of the same energies. That's why I think the book again. It's been a minute. But the last one, I can't really remember what that one was intriguingly. But as I was saying, I normally get the worker bees. The ones that's all about the money. They're not spiritual. Spirituality seem to be not so important. It's not top of the agenda. You know, they'd be like, put your belief first, then your family, and then your kids. They just go and just, the money is first, and then you guys follow in the line of wherever it goes. Because some people don't have like kids, some people don't have a spouse. So like literally their career is like they everything, but they don't put their belief above that. And I normally find those ones. Those ones I normally stumble into. It kind of makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't, because the spiritualness have to be connected with it. Which that's actually something that triggered me recently when I dealt with somebody. Just in the simple of getting to know that person. He kept speaking about manifesting something, which lets you know, he has to believe in spirituality. You need spirituality to manifest anything, because it's all in different realms and different dimensions, how you bring it towards you. That's a spiritual concept, at least my understanding of it. But he kept speaking of it, and maybe that's the only thing I needed to learn from him. That's all I needed to take in, was that part, to do it for myself. But I got triggered because later on, I did tell him I did spiritual work. I said, I do spiritual work. I have a tarot reader. I be pulling cards. And he thought like, oh, you one of them Erykah Badu's. No, I have watched something where I realized she's spiritual. But maybe he took it in a different form. Because when I came out the store, he wanted to take me to the store. He actually seen me. I was out walking. And I was on my way to the store. And he wanted to give me a ride. Which he had a great truck. His truck was set up like the cosmos and stuff. I was like, oh, that's another thing. Like, you got all these goddamn stars in the sky, but you do not believe in spirituality? Imposter. But sometimes people do things and they don't understand why they're doing it until later. I'm one of those people. So maybe it's not an imposter. It's just farther back in the maze, even though doing the steps. That's how I felt when I went to the Gift of Light. Like, all my steps make sense. I just was unaware of why I was doing it until I learned my birth chart. Like, even the water right now, like, it's raining a lot. I am hell of tapped in. It makes Virgo season very understandable. Like, I'm water head to toe. Like, first house Scorpio, 12th house Scorpio, and 4th house is Pisces, which that's the season we're in. I'm going to read through my home and family easily. I can read through anybody else, home and family, easily. When I say anybody else, it's more like the Statue of Liberty. They're surrounded by water. I'm naturally a Pisces energy. But Scorpio, a solid, which is my identity, and then my 12th house, which is my senses, as to how I can sense it out. Water-based, it's all water. Very sensitive energy, which I think yesterday was the first day of it raining a lot. I felt really sleepy. And that's the intriguing thing about me, because it's like, one, I want to work out, but this energy is a different workout, which is something I keep speaking about. It's just, it's more of a time to receive. It's very reflective. This is more like a being Buddha style energy. Rest, heal. Because as you're doing all those things, you're still receiving. It's not an energy where it's like, I want to say don't try to balance the water, or I don't know how to explain that too much other than I just start realizing that energy, how you can't go against it. It's like literally be like water type of energy for me personally. And the weather is displaying it, which that keep being a story. Even in my last translation, I was telling you guys, I did get up and work out. Like, that's the concept that I've been in. I looked over and it was snowing. Something cold you had to warm up, which was yourself. That's the intriguing part about that energy when it comes to what I'm getting at, even using the weather as an example, because weather is always a reflection of me for sure, in every form of a way. It's a natural navigating energy, complement of an indigenous energy. It's a natural aspect that you naturally tap into, which I think I finished saying that already. Did I express that? Oh, what I learned yesterday about what did I miss, What was the highlights for me? What did I need to know? What's going on with me? Clarity about the money. Because, you know, right now I'm in a situation where I can use the money to come in. Like, I need money. Even though I want to say honestly, it's not my top agenda to go out and help other people. But then again, I feel like a contradictory. Think of how to explain this energy really quick. I'm taking time to build, like, harvest energy. Sometimes people don't understand it because it's like, go out and get a job. But it's like, this is my job. I have to build this and harvest this so I don't miss out on things. If that makes sense, I hope that makes sense of the energy. I was telling my betas the other day, it's like they don't understand this concept and the importance of it. That's the intriguing thing. And they're having to explain it. Like, it's just almost like literally, like, what do you think a psychic does or a tarot reader? Like, what? How do you think that go? How do you think their life operates? At least for me personally. For me, I have to do this. I have to do this. Then I can focus in other areas. I'm already ready. I'm a first responder, so it's already done. I got time to go and help and build in other ways. But this is my whole journey purpose. This is all I really need to focus on. If I feel like if I was in the right alignment, I wouldn't even have to worry about outside sources of working. Because they will understand the whole full concept of everything is right here. You stay still and just do this. But they don't understand it, so I gotta go out and do extra shit, you know, but I don't mind it, honestly. I seek it because sometimes I really get bored. That's the intriguing thing about me that I always express. People don't understand it. If I leave outside of home structure of home, it's normally because I'm bored. If I'm seeking work, it's normally because I'm bored. I'm not a person who thrives off money in that form. Money don't move me. That's the intriguing part. It's like a temporary satisfaction. I can't take it to the grave with me. It don't make sense. You know, it's like about the satisfaction and things like that, or building like legacies to like leave for other people. I do that. This why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I harvested already. It's lasting. What I do is lasting. It's timeless. That's the important thing that people don't understand about that energy. You know, and they be like, the money concept, that's your purpose. You leave that for your peoples. That's your aspect of a journey. That's an intriguing energy because that's one of the ones where it's like, I want your structure to be like my structure. We ain't the same, you know that, right? And you probably acknowledge like we're not the same, then why you want us to be the same? It don't make sense. I do my part. It's just they don't understand my part. It's like you don't understand it because you abuse it. If you had this power, you'll probably abuse it. Or just not know what to do with it. You wouldn't recognize the blessing in it. But jeez. This energy is an intriguing energy. Effort. We're on a path of effort right now. Where are we headed to? I don't think I still finished explaining that, did I? What did I miss? One, finances. Ask for it. And then wait. You have to wait, which I feel like I did. That's the thing about me. Even how I went back and watched what did I miss. Everything that they were just now projecting, I already projected it. Speaking of a harvest, I just went back like, oh, I got that message already. I didn't miss nothing. I'm just in the energy of being patient. Do your part. And that's the thing about me. It's like, I know that, but when you deal with people who don't understand that, they be like, go this way. You're supposed to be going this way. You start wondering, should I be going that way? It's like, no, not yet. You have to be patient. That's the intriguing part. Because literally, that's how I went. I didn't miss nothing. I already had it. I already had everything that they already fucking said. That's the intriguing part. But other than that, the finances, ask for it, then wait, and show gratitude, be thankful in that process. And I was happy by that because finances right now is just like, I really do need it. I ain't gonna act like I can't act like I don't. I want it and I need it. Because I do have the ability right now to like fix a couple of things. I do want to fix things. So the aspect is just wait. You have to wait. You ask for it, now wait. And I bet that's all. It's all about timing. When it comes to timing, there's people who are destined to help you. That's the intriguing part. It's just, it's timing. And she actually said that too. When I think about it, she said something in that form of a way. Somebody had reached out to her, or reached out to her son. Somebody reached out to her son, and they haven't talked in a while, but he needed help. That's saying for him. He needed help. He helped him. But it's about timing. Look, even the way she expressed it, honestly, was like, they haven't talked in a while. And then when I actually did reach out, needed help, and that person was able to help you. But it's about timing with that. It may not even be somebody you know. It's just the person you stumble into. Maybe they got to take a leap of faith. Maybe they just got into the position to be able to help you. It's about a timing aspect. That's why you have to be patient and show gratitude. Honestly, from what I heard, that was the part that I missed. As to, you're on track. Be patient. Continue to show gratitude. You're on track. Just be patient. I heard what you said. I know what you need. That's an intriguing thing. That's been one of my problems. At least it seemed like it. As into praying, asking for help, seeking help. When I first became a faith walker, believer, I was a prayer machine. Honestly, I was a prayer machine. And I was praying to Allah during that time. First beginning steps, 1-2 step in it, I was praying to Allah. And as I always say, I felt better personally. Results was selfish on. I feel good within my insides. Probably looking great on the outside too. That's the intriguing part when it comes to this type of energy. Looking and feeling great literally. Outside of me situations stayed the same. I didn't understand that. I did not understand it, and I didn't like it. I didn't understand it, and I didn't like it. And that was the energy that made me stir off in a different direction. Just like, and then she actually said this too. This is intriguing. This is the part that makes me excited when I deal with other believers. Definitely if you watching a word or something, or just how I watched her yesterday. It's like, oh my God, I just went through that. And you can talk to each other about it. Like, I wish I can talk to her, even though I'm doing it in this form, but like literally. Because she said the same thing in a different way while she was pulling cards too. Don't watch other people's structures. Now, that was my problem. I was watching their structures like, hold on. If you a believer and you praying and you getting all this stuff so quickly, why it ain't happening to me? Why is it not happening to me? I know I'm great. I know I'm probably better than all you guys. I should definitely have mine first. And it's not like no shade, but it's like, I know I'm the favorite. That's the intriguing part. But for me, that lesson I have learned, don't watch other people's structures. Quickly as they got it, they can lose it. They feel like that's the best it's going to get. It gets better for you. Be patient. Be patient. So, where was that? That was a storyline when it came to that. I forgot I was about to say. My mind just went blank, intriguingly thinking about that. Don't watch other people's structures. Well, I kind of said something else about that too, about other people's structures, but this is specifically when it comes to finances. And for me, another lesson I learned within that, they've been doing this longer than me. They have a better bond with spirit, like how they spoke of even manifesting. I ain't know nothing about manifesting when I first started, other than, pray. That's the closest to manifestation I knew about. Pray about it. That's all they ever say. Pray about it. Okay, no worries, I do it. It's just, intriguingly, why did I pray to Allah? I had never heard this person in my life. At least the way I grew up. Never heard their name in my life. Like, where the hell did that come off my lips from? It's an intriguing energy, honestly, because I never heard that person in my life. Other than, it has to go connected with my son, honestly. So I never heard that person in my life. And that's the aspect of DNAs getting mixed together. Pray to Allah. Stop praying to Allah because, as I said, like, self felt better. But I prayed about, things getting removed that I no longer needed, that was hurting me. I wanted a new home, I wanted a new car, and I wasn't getting none of it. I stayed in that situation for a long time where it's like, why are you not removing these people from me? And eventually, they did. It happened. Just not so quickly. My situation stayed chaotic for a long time. But maybe that's because I stopped praying, honestly. Maybe. It might be. Accountability is important. Maybe that could be. Maybe. But, something else I wanted to get at when it came to that, I kind of forgot. It's just something about that first step was important. And that's the part of the praying concept and how the results came. And not watching other people's structures up. They've been doing it longer than me. And these were, I wasn't dealing with the like play ones. Like I want to be like the big dogs, you know. Now you might not even look at them like dogs, like the top ones. Like I was watching like Joyce and TD Jakes and Prince Joseph and some other ones. Like, and just I would hear how they get to ask for things and it just come in so quickly. At least that's the way they expressed it. You know, like it came in so quickly. Sometimes it didn't come in so quickly, but it came in. I was like, oh my God, it's so great. It's like, why is mine's not coming in like this? Why is my situation still the same? I didn't understand because I really didn't hear them say too much about you feel better personally. It always was a material base of how they received. I think that's what got me. They never really spoke too much about feeling good, like self feel better. Like an individual plural situation. It was always about job got better, house got better, you know, career got better. That's all I always heard about. Maybe that's why I was just like, hold on now. Maybe I'm praying to the wrong God. Something ain't right. Somewhere, something ain't right. Somewhere, something ain't right. I know I'm top of the favorite. And mine ain't coming through and tricking today. I don't know what this is about. I don't know what this is about. I feel like it's something I really want to say. I can't honestly remember. My mind is just stuck on this topic at the moment. Intriguing. Where'd the mind be headed to? I finished explaining that because my mind is still stuck on this topic. Intriguing. That's all I can think about is the prayer concept and not watching other people's structures. Being patient, ask for something, and then wait. Wait. Ask for what you want, and then wait. I'm so down with myself, Jesus. I swear I just spun myself in a circle. That's the trigger energy I've been doing kind of lately. I'm a very fragile, sensitive person. Definitely when you have to consult yourself normally, even though I deal with spirit, but just how Sister said, I wish I could talk to this person that I'm actually referencing to who actually gave me clarity about myself as to what did I miss, you know? Ask for something and then wait. Just what I'm saying as to, it's another aspect where you have to wait. This is my prayer concept that I'm telling you about. My mind is stuck on that concept. That's it. You ask for something, now wait. For how long? Did I forget to ask that question in the prayer time? How long? Or should I not ask that question? Just wait. Like, now you want to rush me? Like, you want to rush me? Because I feel like that's the same aspect. I just call myself as like, that's the same aspect. You ask for something, you seek something, you just have to wait. How long? For how long? How long is it going to take? The irritating part about that to me, and I have to say irritating, even though maybe that's just like, ma'am, maybe that's the problem. You don't know how to enjoy the moments, which I'm actually getting better at it. Because I'm already done with this year. Was it the first reading? Or sometime in February, I was done with this year. The reading that I did had me done for the rest of this year. And I've been still doing readings, which means I'm already in the next year. That's the intriguing part. Even this reading. Probably even for this year. That's the intriguing part about that aspect. That spirit been dealing with me with. As into enjoying moments. I'm so ahead